Employment numbers have generally stagnated lately during this extended recession, and there's been much discussion about how different strategies can help our economy bounce back. Economic development incentive programs, general tax code reform, as well as reform of business regulations were all discussed in the General Assembly this last session. As a state representative, how would you propose to help job creation in Missouri?
You know, I think Republicans and Democrats agree on fewer and fewer things, but I think in this election, understanding the importance of jobs and economic development is something that we can agree on. I had the honor of being endorsed in these past couple of weeks by the Missouri Chamber of Commerce, as well as NFIB, the National Federation of Independent Business, two leading voices for business in Missouri. Very proud of those endorsements. You know, I said from the beginning that I want to be a voice for entrepreneurship and finding ways to attract new business in Missouri while ensuring that our current businesses and current job creators stick around. We put together a plan that we'll be introducing in the coming days that's a jobs training incentive program that could be offered to qualifying businesses in Missouri. You know, we talk a lot about tax credits, and tax credits have been a big sticking point in Columbia because of the EEZ debate. And I think part of the reason why people sometimes don't like those is because they kind of just feel like they're this floating entity that they're not sure if they're working or not, and what's happening and what's not. You know, I think taking that a step further to a job training sort of incentive program where the state partners with the private industry to say we're going to put our money where our mouth is, and if we say that job creation, economic development, being attractive to new business is important, then we're going to partner with you, and we're going to use some tax dollars in a way that won't just maintain the status quo, but that will invest in the future, invest in what is to come. I think those are things that are going to be very important. I think we have to think different. We have to try and think ahead of the curve, because the reality of being in Columbia, Missouri is that we're not just trying to fight against St. Louis and Kansas City, but we're also trying to fight against towns like Lawrence, Kansas that are more like our size, and Lord knows we got to beat the Jayhawks in absolutely everything that we do. And so I think that's what we have to look at. We have to be ahead of the curve, thinking ahead, and figuring out what are things that we can do, not necessarily just to have the government throw money at things to bring new jobs to the area, but figure out a way to allow the job creators and the people that are in commerce and in business to do the things that they do best, and that's when I think this system works.
Thank you.